Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now, and we are just 22 subscribers away from the 1k mark, just 22 subscribers away. So hit that subscribe button, it's free, and let's grow from there. So the film that I'm going to be talking about today is the new Malayalam film which is called Wonder Woman, which started streaming on Sony Live today. And every time there's a Malayalam film, I have my eyes wide open. I'm really curious and really excited about Malayalam films. But this was even more so because of the director. The director here was Anjali Menon. Now, she has been in the eye of the storm recently due to her comments, but I'll keep that aside. I'll talk only about the film, how it is, and how the work is. But I've really liked her as a director. I really loved her in her direction in the Malayalam film Bangalore Days, and so I had my expectations and high expectations with Wonder Woman, and what a stellar cast as well. I think the cast here was stellar enough to have my attention instantly. So then, how is Wonder Woman? Now, recently I had watched a film called Doctor G, which is the Hindi film Doctor G starring Ayushmann Khurrana, and there it was basically the dismantling of the masculinity, and it was from the gaze of the protagonist who was a male. And the male was a gynac in that case. So I always felt that what would be the experience from a female gaze, and here the topic here of Wonder Woman was definitely and most definitely from a female gaze, and helmed by a female filmmaker as well. And this is where I felt that Wonder Woman, which is basically a story about a group of pregnant ladies who attend prenatal classes, and how they it's about basically about self discovery in a way. And so the story here definitely is very sensitive and quite beautiful. I felt the story was really good here, and very delicately handled story also, I should say, from a female gaze point of view. Now you would also argue that there might be many films that are made which a similar subject is handled well by a male. I would keep that all aside and just talk about this film in specific. And this film really did work for me in a very, very big way. Now, coming to the screenplay, I felt the screenplay here of just under or just about 80 minutes, I think, was a very, very, very brisk watch. And I really liked the approach of the writers here, where they did not lose the focus of the main plot, and they did not divulge their attention into multiple subplots, which would have just added minutes to the drama. Here, the focus was always on the main plot, which is of the pregnancy and the journey into delivering a baby. Uh, that was quite good to understand, quite good to witness rather. I felt the drama starts, and you almost immediately, get a glimpse of the female protagonists that are there. Everyone has a different ideology. They are from the different walks of life. They speak different languages. Speaking of which, the language part, there was an instance where of a character does not understand English, and she is vocal about it, saying that speak in Hindi as Hindi is the national language, where she is corrected that no, Hindi is not the national language. So I think that the barrier, the language barrier that was breached there right at the beginning, I felt that was really, really heartening and really nicely portrayed on screen. And this, I was watching this with my mother, and of course, I do not have a live reference about pregnancy, as I am not married, I'm single. And so basically, I was asking her questions about what it was like and how it was like. And so I had a reference point through my mother in the film that was there. And the film actually has so many instances where it explores the the insecurity and vulnerability of that phase, right from the 6th month to the 9th month. And I felt that you generally need to be a little empathetic as men, because you will never be able to experience the pain or the mood swings or the hardships of any woman that are going through that period. So you need to be empathetic as well. And here I felt the film also did provide solutions very well. The solution part was very well. There was not even a single negative strand in this film which was overtly positive. It was brimming with positivity, and I really liked that approach. Now, contrary to what I thought, the film was not only based on a single location. I mean, I initially thought it would be, the 80 minutes would be spent at a single location. It would almost be like a documentary style, real time sort of a cinema. It wasn't that, so you are soon then given a glimpse into the lives of the female protagonists as well as the psyche of the female protagonist. So right from the problems they have with their in-laws, with their partners, with their husbands, or whether they are single mothers, I think all of that is covered very well in this film. And as I said, it also provides solutions here. And here in a beautiful scene, I felt that in the prenatal class, everyone was sitting around with their partners, and they had to speak very vocally about what they felt about the phase and about the partners in general. So I think that was a very free spirited kind of a discussion that often needs to happen between couples, and they need to actually address the elephant in the room and ultimately work towards a solution. I think that was the point there. Even the handling of the loads that was there, the load division, it should not only be the female who are carrying the burden, it should be divided. I think all those messages that is there, without trying too hard in the screenplay, they were definitely conveying the points very well here. Now, coming to the final act that was there, and I really like the bond that was shared between the female protagonists. It was really infectious. It felt that they actually were friends even in real life and off screen. The drama is very engaging and very heartwarming in many places. I would say it is wonderful, wonder in double quotes. But the final act, I really liked how the events, were tied up together at the end. I think this was subtly tied up in a very moving final act, where, you are filled with many emotions and majorly happy tears. And it is also slowly, or the male ego and masculinity just comes down a notch while watching that unfold on screen, and I think that was something that was beautiful. So overall, I really like the screenplay. It was beautifully written. There's no reason not to like it at all. It was beautifully written as far as I'm concerned. Coming to the technical aspects, I felt that the dialogues are conversational, but they make for a supreme impact. I mean, I really like the dialogues. They were insightful, they were intelligent, they were cerebral. They conveyed the vulnerabilities and the psyche of the protagonist very well. I think that was all that I had expected, and it ticked all those boxes. The music and the BGM, I think they are peppy and they are quite positive, and they give a good vibe to the film. Likewise, the cinematography, I felt some of the frames are beautifully captured here, and it did give a fresh vibe to the film. The editing was spot on here. I felt the editing was very good here. Director Anjali Menon, I think she did a fabulous job here in weaving a story and handling the subject, this delicate subject, with sensitivity and weaving a beautiful story around it. I think she did a fabulous job here. Coming to the performances, I felt every character that was there, they had a distinct personality and it was reflected on screen. There was one beautiful scene between Radha, who played Veni's mother-in-law. Veni is played by Padma Priya, and in over a dinner table, she was taking the side of her daughter-in-law, I think, and saying that you can't, and talking to her son, saying that you can't get away with it. You need to visit the prenatal center, and I did not visit it. I did not get support at that time, but you cannot get away with it. It was in a very light moment she said it, and I think it conveyed many things. She did a brilliant job, by the way. And Padma Priya, of course, is very sincere. She did a fabulous job. Archana Padmini, is fabulous again. I felt even Amrita Subhash, if there's a question about how good an actor she is, you should just have a look at this film. And especially towards the dying minutes of the film, that final act, I think she was brilliant, absolutely brilliant in this film. Along with that, I felt even Parvati had a very complex role, and she did a fabulous job. She had that layered character and that insecurity that was there, and she conveyed it so well. And Nithya Menon, she has such a disarming smile as always. Always puts a smile on your face, no matter which role she essays, and she's like that bright light in this film, and always manages to, it's hard not to look at her when she's smiling, and she emotes that positivity. Above all, I think Nadia, I think she was the one character, I don't remember when that one last protagonist was, when I felt such a positive connection with. I think she was brimming with positivity. She also had a very interesting backstory to it, an emotional one, but I think she did a pretty good job. So overall, I felt that Wonder Woman is one of the most sensitive and beautiful stories, that films that I have seen this year, and it comes with my highest recommendation. It is streaming on Sony Live. There will be a section of people who will, in the wake of all the comments, may not like the film. I am not sure, but I am just strictly talking from the film's point of view. I don't even wish to even compare this with any other film that is, made on a similar subject or by any individual. I think this film as a whole, I think, worked beautifully for me, and this comes with my highest recommendation. So if you're liking this video, please smash that like button, comment and let me know what did you think about the film Wonder Woman, which is streaming on Sony Live. Also throw me some recommendations, and I am working on one recommendation, and I will get that video out tomorrow. So I'm seeing you again tomorrow as well. So subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. Let's get to the 1K mark and let's grow from there. If you'd also like to read my full review of Wonder Woman on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below. Do visit it. Do visit my site Popcorn Reviews for many other reviews, and it will be like your daily go-to site, if you want to watch any film. There are almost all reviews that you will find, and I have written many of them, working hard on my site as well, so support that as well. And also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Letterboxd, Twitter. Instagram, by the way, I'm nearing 1K followers there too. So, follow me on Instagram. I'm saying subscribe to YouTube, definitely, Popcorn Reviews. So then I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Until then, thank you so much.